It's exactly as it looks on the track diagram. That's 4L28. It should have come through about 8:20 this morning. And it's obviously not come through. It's got stuck before it's got to the signal. You can see the signal in the distance, and it's not got as far as that. Now that's the rest of it sneaking around the corner. There's like the driver walking towards us. Or is that Network Rail guy? There's the Network Rail guy. Now this at the moment, this has caused the next northern trains to be cancelled. It's turned round in Retford. It starts from Retford low level. There's one from Lincoln to, so that leads to Lincoln is turning round in Retford as we speak. So that won't make it to Lincoln. That's why all those people are waiting in the shelter, because that one's cancelled. Well, it's cancelled from here. It's cancelled from Retford to Lincoln. The Lincoln to Leeds is running, and that's already gone through, according to the track diagram. And this is a GBRf 4L28, which is difficult to see from here. I think it's a single loco on the front. I think it was listed as a double loco, or 2 locos. Possibly the other loco around the other bend. All the people down there in the shelter, waiting for a train that isn't coming for, well, until this one is gone. It's also going to mess up the 12:10 Doncaster Peterborough, because that can't come through either with this part here. Yeah. Down there is one in orange. In the centre of the screen. And she saved one in orange. That's a person in orange anyway. Walking away from us along the road. Seeing down there, it's flashing blue lights. That also looks interesting. I don't know how's happening there. That's on the right hand side. That's why it gets into that. Still the man in orange. So there's a man in orange on the tracks. Train's still there, not moving. Now is it broken, or has it hit some an obstruction on the track? Which is why the signals are, why is the signal on red? Person in orange is still walking down the road away from us. Well, I don't know what story this is telling. That would appear to be on Lea Road, that would appear to be a tractor. Some trailer. Flashing blue lights behind me. The person in orange has now gone into the house. So we've still got a red signal. Now zoom in. Red signal, train not at the signal. If the train was at the signal, the whole of the the locomotive is not at the signal. Yeah, if that locomotive was at the signal, all of this train would have stopped about where I'm standing now. There's quite a lot of it. It's noticeable from the road, but it's well over the bridge. I can now see that looks like a tractor does have a police car behind it, as if the police car's protecting it. There are alerting people to the fact it's parked there. It might just be a broken down vehicle, and there seems to be someone in green to the right hand side of the tractor. Yeah, that's possibly just a broken tractor. Literally nothing floating over there. The locomotive is still there, and the signal is still red. Usually the trains go right up to the signal. So it's the length of time as well. It's now got to be 10 o'clock in the morning. That train should have come through about an hour and a half ago. It was running late when it said, it was running late. I think it came through about 8:20, 8:40. But it hasn't come all the way through to the signal. That's what's odd. Well, it's odd that it stopped, and it's odd that it stopped short of the signal. Those two things are odd. With that being a 12-minute video already, and oh, we've got more flashing lights. We've now got flashing lights at the front of the tractor. So flashing blue and red lights at the front of the tractor. So we've got police car at the front, police car at the back. So useful distraction while we're waiting for this train to get sorted. I'm also noticing on the tractor the hazard lights are on. So we've got two police cars in this of the tractor on Lea Road. And the train's stuck there, heading towards Lincoln. And for the foreseeable future, all trains to Lincoln are cancelled, because this one's stuck here. So I think we'll pause the recording there, because there's clearly no progress happening. And I'll look into what I can... Oh, there was something happening. There's an orange just visible walking along the road. I was about to pause the video, but there's someone in orange. Again, the person in orange. Walking this way along the road towards it. So I'll stick with it. It's just where he's walking, the person going walking, that's where you get access to the track. So the network route a few weeks ago, the signalling was stuck on a freight line. Was waiting at the bridge at red signal, so they'd be down there. But the arch bridge, the red signal on the far side, and the freight, I think, hopefully, over again. Wait a minute, there's a train coming the other way. That train is coming the other way. We're not pausing the recording. You can see the lights in the very distance beyond the bridge. Keep recording. I'm inclined to say that those lights are getting nearer. They could yet stop at the bridge. Oh, I think that is 4E00. Which must mean it's about 10:15. Yeah, that's the 66 coming towards us. So we'll film this one as normal. So this should be 66311. See it going over the bridge in the distance for a change. It's where that bit of tree's hanging down, it's literally pointed to where the bridge is. So a bit of tree branches hanging down to the right, and that's where the train's going. May as well film that while we're stood here. Person in orange. That may well be the driver then. They're now heading back towards the train. Or towards the train. They'll be pitting into the cab. So you're right, that was indeed the driver. The ambulance now joining the scene. Two police cars, at least two police cars that I can see, and an ambulance. Down the Tinsley tractor. The traffic is bad. It's an interesting day for traffic today. So I now believe the person we saw in orange that we thought may be the driver is indeed the driver. The train driver, the GBRf train driver. And you see the train has not moved at all. I thought to know which thing to look at. It was a matter of the signal being broken, then he would have used his he would have got a cab in the phone to phone the signalman. A phone in the cab to phone the signalman. I assume they also carry a mobile phone as well, so who doesn't? Or to phone control phones the signal, you know, there'll be a way of doing it. As we're looking at it, there's still a red signal there and a train not at the signal. And looking down there, there's now the ambulance. So the line coming towards us is obviously clear. So we've either got a broken down loco, you would assume that if the loco is broken and there's two locos with this train, you'd have used the other loco to drag the train backwards. So that it clears this crossing, then bring the good loco along the other line, this line that's nearest to us, over the crossing, hook onto the front of the train, and off they go again. What we don't know, because we can't see the other end of the train, is if there is two locos on this train, which is going on what it said on the listing for the trains this morning. course, if that Loco instance has lost all power, yeah, he'd still have a mobile phone there, wouldn't he? We'll have to go to somebody's house to find that reference to say train's broken down. People still patiently waiting in the I've got to look at least half an hour now. We've got a train there. If I go to walk down to that bridge, that's about a mile to walk to that bridge. And it's not a safe bridge to stand on. It's quite narrow, it's the width of the lorry. If the lorry comes across, you've got to get out of the way. The time it takes to walk down there, I can miss whatever's going to happen here. A few minutes ago and the train still hasn't moved. I've walked down the steps and up onto platform 1. I'm not necessarily going to see the other end of the train. And I might miss the action of what's happening here. Only half an hour so far. based on what we're looking at. I'm going to stop the video here and edit it together when something does happen. So a quick update on trains running at the moment. This is Gainsborough Lea Road. There are no passenger trains running at the moment. They're stopping in Retford. The Doncaster to Peterborough has been cancelled. That should have run at 10:10. It's now 11:15. The train we're looking at that stopped in the station is 4L28 Doncaster iPort to Felixstowe. It came through at 8:46 and has stopped short of the signal. You see the red signal in the distance. When I arrived about an hour ago or so, the driver seemed to get out of the train, walk down the track towards us, then onto Lea Road. That'll be in the longer video. There's a half-hour video of this already, just showing what's going on. So this is 66309, which I believe is named Charley Wallace. According to the information about the EMR Class 170 that should have come through at 10:10 approximately, the reason for that one being cancelled is that a diesel failure. So it looks as if this train is the diesel failure, and it's obviously blocking the line between Doncaster and Lincoln. Lincoln is ahead of us as we're looking now, just right that way. All of the northern trains are getting cancelled from here because they can't get through to here, so they get turned around at Retford. So Leeds to Lincoln, and now Leeds to Retford, Retford to Leeds, etc. So that's just a short 2-minute video to update you on the situation. The line is not blocked coming towards us as we're looking, because the 4E00 GBR came through which is to Tinsley. That was run by 66311. That came through fine as I was filming this one being stuck. That was fully loaded with 41 containers, went through fine. So there's no problem on the line heading towards Doncaster, towards Retford, that's fine. It's the line heading Doncaster and Retford towards Lincoln. It's doing the problem here. There will be a longer video, and I'm almost certainly going to stay until this train moves. It's a short one, just to let you know why there's not much train filming going on today, because this is happening. So this train has been here for 2 hours now. It came through at 8:46. It was running late then, and now it's completely running late. It's not moving at all. And the best information we can find, it is due to a diesel traction failure. So in other words, that engine is broken. Can't see them mending it. So I think what we expect, I've looked on the track diagrams and I can't see a 1Z99 on its way yet. It's certainly not within the immediate area. It's not anywhere coming from Peterborough on that section, and it's not on the Doncaster to Gainsborough section unless it's within the 15 minutes that we can't see. There's a 15-minute section between Bessica and the Trent crossing that we cannot see where things are. And that's a 20-minute section anyway, 20-minute travel distance for a train. It's 15 minutes of what we can't see because there's no traffic. It's some car signals in there information about what's on the track. So at the moment this one, we're into 4. It's nearly 5 minutes coming in about this one. That train has been here over 2 hours. It's already late when it arrived. It's not got to the signal, which is the main point. So if the train was up to the signal, you would not be able to see the red signal. On the other video I speculated that there's 2 locos on it. There isn't. It's not a double header, it's not got another loco on the back. I must have looked at something else for that one. So at the moment, it's a bit tricky filming trains because there's no train to film. That one's stuck here. But I will film it as things happen. Yep. Okay, so there's the view from platform 1. The train's still there, broken down at nearly to red signal. I speculated on the main video, the long video, that there may be another loco on the other end. As you can see, there isn't. You can see the end of the train. There's no loco there, and there's still no rescue loco on the way either. The RHTT train, which is 2 class 69, 69002 and 69008, has gone down the East Coast main line instead of coming through here. The 4L45 Wakefield is stuck at Doncaster. And as I said earlier, everything else is cancelled. They're turning the northern round at Retford. There you go, 1 minute update. There you go, train's still here. Nothing else happened. Well, it looks like a class 66 from here, and it's just coming into the bridge on the wrong track, which all the station man told us there's a phrase for that, which I've forgotten already. Let's turn its lights down. It's good. You see, 38 seconds into filming it, even though it's quite a long way away. It's under the bridge. Consider going and standing on the bridge, but we've filmed from there before and you don't get the view you expect. And there's a risk that it would come down the line that's nearest to us and then tow the train backwards around the corner. Which of course would be a much more interesting thing to see from the station. To make these decisions. the driver getting out. I can just hear the sound of the loco ticking in. few drivers. I see a third person getting out. In. All three of them just climbed into one of the trains, one of the Loco. 20 minutes since the 1Z99 Loco arrived. To rescue the failed Charley Wallace. After he was due to pass through here. It's 8:20 this morning. A38. That's as far as it got. And if right now, move position slightly, you can still see there's a red light on the road signal ahead of it. The road signal that's near to us, the road signal behind the train on the left hand side. So is that light not moving? Fairly deserted. There's Robin doing a cameo. Train not moving. Still got red signals. We've now got the rescue Loco 1Z99 ahead of this train in front of it. The failed train is 4 Lima 28 Charley Wallace, Doncaster iPort to Felixstowe 66309. It's not got many containers on there. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So I see we've got the original driver that we saw. The one was driving Charley Wallace this morning. Then he's driven the rescue Loco, and possibly a fitter mechanic has come along as well. Would be my guess. From how you recover broken buses anyway, you need someone to drive. You've got the original driver of the bus that's broken. Someone to drive the towing vehicle. And someone who knows about mechanics to maybe get the original vehicle going. But account for why there are 3 men in orange, or 3 people in orange. We don't know the men, although they did seem to be wearing trousers. Well, this is turning to be one of those epic ones, isn't it? see one of the... just coming to the back of the last container. White helmet, orange waistcoat, colour. Another one behind him? Is there another one behind him? There is another one behind him without helmet. Perhaps they're having to go down the train to make sure all the brakes are off. Physically check that the handbrakes are off. No, handbrakes, well, handbrakes are on this, maybe they're on both sides. I think they're on both sides. If I was on that bridge down there now, I wouldn't be seeing this. I would be hidden behind the train. I'm standing there thinking, what's going on? The action's coming towards us right now. That's nearly the end of the train. You just see them through the bushes. Robin's gone to helpfully see where they've gone to. Take a photo of it. Very helpful. That suddenly made a noise. Whatever they've done, that suddenly made a noise. Sorry, the noise was air brakes. And you assume that right at the end of the train there was an airline off, which is what's caused the train to be stuck here all this time. Because I've got to walk all the way back to the front of the train. But now they fix up. That was them fixing the problem, they've now got to walk all the way back to the front of the train before the train can go anywhere. They're out of my sight. But then so is the back of the train. I can't quite see the back of the train. Robin over there can see the back of the train. Just commenting on what I can see. What I can see is a stationary train, been here a while. That's more airlines noise. Focus on the so what we're looking at is one of the actuators for the brakes on this particular flatbed. That's moving. There's our brakes on or brakes off. But it's right at where they've gone to is right at the back of the train. The trains, I would estimate, a mile long. Keep an eye on the actuator there, you can actually see that one moving in and out. This isn't where the fault is, the fault's way down there, back of the train, because that's where the drivers have gone to. The drivers and engineers. There's There's a locomotive right in the distance. And I'm seeing the drivers coming back towards us. You can't see the drivers coming towards us. Now you can. It looks like there's a braking fault right in the back of the train. Which is what's caused the original locomotive to fail. Behind the line. I've got to get all the way back up there to the train, to the front of the train, from where we are now. Says G&P on there, look. There's something like that, isn't it? There's one of those levers, something like that, one of the air control levers in the wrong position. So that one's facing forwards. That one's facing forward, but look, it up faster than I am. That one's facing forwards. The yellow, looking at the yellow lever there. It's now 41 minutes since the yellow lever on the wall. There. You've got to walk all the way to the sea. You would have missed that. If we'd gone to the bridge and got the better view of the locos, we'd have missed that happening. So what we thought was going to happen 40 minutes ago, that a rescue loco was going to arrive, couple onto the front and off we go. That's not what happened. Rescue loco on the front, but then the guys had to walk all the way from the front of the train right the way to the end of it, checking every one of the wagons, because it appears the brakes were on. They of course now have to walk all the way back to the front of the train before they can, let's stick with that, sorry, still red light up there, red signal. So yeah, this train's not going anywhere until those two have got to the front. driver's out of sight. So they're nearly to the front of the train. I'm calling them both drivers, I don't know, they're both drivers. Machine here so we can see if the signal changed to green. Yeah, I'm thinking the brakes will be on at the moment. Because otherwise, whatever you do to the train would release the brake. Yeah, if you had the brakes on. I'll find out because they can hear the brakes release or not. Off it goes. Not very far. It's now sitting at, now it's got as far as the red signal. Waiting for a bit. Well, the brakes are off because it moved. Yes, I can. Yeah, you can see the signal. The signal is still on red. You have to look through the trees. Got a choice of seeing the signal or seeing the train. At the moment, you can see the signal is on red. Come back to here, you can't see the signal. You have to look through the trees at it. On green, I've just seen it change to green. Okay, we have a green signal. That's all right.